on Survivor.
Our next immunity challenge. Getting a memory block. It has 6 animals on it. Will then say a sequence, and then you will be quizzed on that sequence.
The first one was Lizard, Andrew, you're out. Kara wins immunity.
Final five, going into the fourth round. You have Kara.
That's fucking real.
Kara.
We're not doing Survivor.
Really playing it off like I'm a lot more tired than I am. Like, I know it's because I knew that the host was coming my way.
Hey, I mean, this was what it was about all along. Exactly. Us 5 gets the end and duke it out.
Now it's like, all right, let's get this shit.
May the best person win. Nobody else on my tribe knows that my idol is good through 5. They think it's only good through 6.
Before I read the votes, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to try it, now would be the time to do so.
I don't think I need it, but why risk it?
This is a hidden immunity idol. Yeah. 3 votes cast for John will not count.
After 6.
Technically,
He did not share the knowledge with you.
John does not count. And the next person voted out, and the next person, Dragon Andrew. The tribe has spoken.
I think I actually messed up at the end there.
Live 32-hour interactive Survivor experience.
Leah, we're almost done with Survivor, and we're at hour 30, hour 33.
So we're at hour like 35 right now.
Hour 35 out of 32. How you feeling?
I'm so tired. I was falling asleep on this chair.
Who's your winner pick?
I can't say it on the live stream.
Who do you want to win?
The difference of who I want to win versus who I would vote for if I was on the jury versus who I think the jury will vote for.
Give me all 3.
I can't do it on the live stream first.
38 special! 38 special! Full leather thigh high! Do me a favor. Shoot me down! Dead!
We are at our final 4 immunity challenge. We started this game at 8 a.m. yesterday. These 4 contestants are so tired. You should have saw them yesterday morning. They were like jumping and screaming and everything. And like, Aziz, you need a nap, man. We're gonna go right to the challenge.
You guys are going to be at each end of the table. I'm going to give you 24 brain teasers.
Let's go!
It's up to you to figure them out.
They are just doing brain teasers, guys. It's like you're in 3rd grade math class. You have John, who completed 1 puzzle. Aziz completed 0, Kara completed 2. I don't think Jack has.
And you did.
Jack completed 1 puzzle also. So those are your odds, if that means anything. 3, 2, 1, Salafen. Alright guys, so shout out to everyone that's working this party right now. We appreciate you. I don't see any trash on the ground, and I don't think it's because any of my friends are picking up the trash. So I appreciate you guys a lot. Kim, what's your favorite Survivor moment?
It's definitely not John sabotaging Sandy.
I am not putting your hand down, and if I do, don't vote for me again.
Who out of these 4 do you think is going to do the puzzle correctly?
Definitely Kara.
Or who here thinks Kara? I hear it for Kara. All right, that's lackluster. Who here thinks Jack is going to crush this? Okay, 1 person. You got 1 on you, Jack. All right, Aziz. Who thinks Aziz has the puzzle? What about John? That seems like a tie between John and Kara right now. Anybody here that's played, that's done anything with the event, have anything to say? What do you want to say, Ryan?
This game has been rigged by Fern. Don't trust Fern, everybody. Don't trust Fern.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're just trying to keep Fern away from the open mic right now because the open mic is the most dangerous thing in this backyard right now. Evan, you were in the game. What do you have to say?
I say my personal favorite part of this entire game, seeing Sandy's face when she got backstabbed.
Yeah, I would just like to add to this. Fuck you, Jeff Probst, November 4th, 1961. Is an American reality show host and executive producer. Fern has now taken the microphone away from me.
Andrew Ludwig, everyone, he came in 5th place in Survive Fern, very good.
I got eliminated on a confusion and a technicality, and someone played a really good game. Jim Lenskold made that Survive Fern wooden plaque. Everyone give it a round of applause for Jim Lenskold making a puzzle. Give a round of applause for Fern and Fern's parents for letting us do this crazy stuff all the time, and for Fern actually getting us to do this and it's working. Got about a minute left. A lot of head tapping, finding the answer in there, shaking it up. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so Will is going to tally the votes to see who has won at this final immunity challenge. So Alexander Simone and Who Dat is coming up next, everybody. They have a couple tunes out on the interwebs. You can find them on Spotify, and you can find them all over Asbury Park. Bobby Malone was before that. You can also find them all over Asbury Park. Every musician today, very big in the Asbury Park music crew. Even some of our contestants. We had Blaze over here, who performs in Asbury all the time. We have Sandy, who's a comic in the area. All right, we have our winner. We will announce the winner of the final immunity challenge.
In 4th place with 14 points is Jack. In 3rd place with 17 points, Aziz. The final immunity challenge came down between 18 points and 19 points. And the winner is John.
John, our first member that is in the final 3. We are going back for one more vote. Congratulations, John. Way to pull it through. Way to be it.
Or do you want to think about it? I don't want to put it in the spot right now, but I think she's really articulate and style. She said a lot of things that we might not come up with. I feel like she knows how to work the chair.
Bare minimal, she's got Blade and Sandy, and those are the biggest milestones.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know Sandy's not voting for me. So, no, you're not doing it. I haven't lied to you yet.
It's true. It's either this or it's not.
I'm gonna lie, Karen.
Oh, good.
I hate it. I'm afraid of her. Once again, not that I'm not afraid of you guys, but I think she's more serious than any of the three of us.
Yeah, she's talking at this point of the day.
Yeah.
Put together a sentence. It is still going at 100 miles an hour. Clearly in that challenge, my brain was reduced.
One thing away if I was wrong, she was right. We're flipped. And I'm gonna go on and say you guys are gonna vote, but I don't remember.
All right, guys, whenever Who Dat's ready, they're going to play some music.
Busting my ass Take me to the floor.
So we are with the final four right now. We are going to do rites of passage, where you just get to say a few words about the people who paved your way to the final four. And let's start with Kristen.
She twerked her way to the bench real early.
She came to the camp at the top 5 and she gave us her blessings.
Sure did.
Green eyeshadow, looking great.
Wow. All right, and then after that we have Sophia, the mystery player.
We love a wild card.
Hey, I give you my blessings for having not let people know that you were playing.
She was loud and yelling. Yeah, she was up in Caroline's face.
And then after that, Blaze.
Blaze, you terrified me, so I'm kind of glad I never had to play in your tribe. But I wish you could have made it further because you would have been awesome.
Oh, I wanted to see Blaze go to the end. Yeah, that shit would have been chaotic, and that was like everything I wanted to see. But
After nothing to be a great team.
it hurt to see that happen. So
He was the biggest character on the season.
Also loud.
And then after that, Caroline, your first tribe member voted out.
She skedaddled away so cute.
Baby's first blind side.
Caroline was great. She was a great sport. She gave us a tent and glamping pad, didn't she?
Thank you.
Chunky was very appreciative of the glamping pad.
She was amazing. Couldn't ask for a better first person to vote off of our tribe.
Team Christian 10.
Team Christian 10.
Also loud.
And then after that, Evan.
He just wore out at the end. He was not ready to stay tonight, and he needed to go. If he wanted to go, we granted him his wish.
Evan pulled an anti-dominant.
Who? We'll get to soon.
Yes. And then Drew.
Did he ever not have a cigarette or beer in his mouth?
No way.
Do you guys know what he did before? Yes, you guys know.
On the dashboards of every car.
Legendary.
Which he didn't need to do.
No. Street prisoner activity right there. Yeah.
He did. Oh, man,
He
we
came-
missed out on gold.
He needed to cause some chaos by purely just not following the rules.
And then after Drew, we had our first merge boot. We had Sandy.
I saw you as one of the biggest threats from day
too
one.
smart for
I
what
wanted
I'm
you out
doing.
from day one, and as soon as I had the opportunity at the merge, you were gone.
She's too
It's that simple.
Way too damn smart. I guess I won't say it, right?
So, yeah, no, he's not going to say it, but we'll say it loud.
And then we had Doyle.
I mean, it was just.
know in that world. Do you guys know?
Got
so
six.
Sunglasses the entire time. Never saw his eyes.
He was a
I
casualty of
made a point to try to figure out what his eye color was because I was very curious what he looks like under the glasses, but I never got a chance to find out.
Incredible.
Right?
I didn't even pick that out. And the tennis ball
Oh, yeah.
was hopping with.
He stayed alive forever.
He was a survivor on that challenge for sure.
And then we had Scott, the last of the green machine.
He's a good dude.
Honestly, like one of my favorite people.
Good dude.
I'm so sad. I did not want to vote him out, but we had to.
If he had started off on our tribe and placed with one of us, it could have been different.
Next
but
year.
I'm
Next
very
year's
happy
year.
that this is how it worked out.
Good player, best player on their team.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then
We're loving this.
I'm having the best time. And then Dragon, Andrew.
No, he flipped on me, so I can't feel that bad about voting him out. I mean, I wanted to play with this vibe the entire time. The fact that we got to do it and he had to be the first casualty, maybe he should have pandered to the jury a little bit less, and he would have had a slightly smaller target on his back.
Maybe you should have watched more than one episode.
He knew a lot about Kagaya.
He did.
I wonder
Only
why.
because Lauren said to read the
Yeah, he did his research, but
It was a fun ride.
Well, I want to walk you guys to tribal. Or do you guys need a second?
Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna take whatever's left.
Welcome, Final Four, to the last vote off of the season. John, final immunity. It's a big deal. So what's your mindset on this vote and the kind of person you might be nervous to sit next to at the final three?
Well, I'm nervous to sit next to any of them because they're all awesome. We've been together from the beginning. I don't want to get rid of anybody. This really sucks, to be honest, even though it seems like I'm in a good spot.
Keep your opinions to yourself back there, thank you. And Kara, with John being immune, you along with Jack and Aziz have a 1 in 3 shot of going home. So what is your pitch to bring you to the final three?
I do believe in the power of having a really good top 3. My argument is that I think I've been in this since day one, since 3 months ago. I've withstood the constant ramblings of Fern, and I'm still standing, and I'm the only girl.
So Your pitches bring strength to the end.
You don't want somebody who has not played the game since day one standing there because you just want to win. I think it's about a good game. And that's how I've been playing, so.
And so then, Jack, what's your criteria of who you want to sit next to?
I think that because of the way we played, where we stuck with the same people, we don't really have a weak person up here that's an obvious vote. That part to me doesn't even really play into it. You obviously are thinking about who you're going to be sitting next to, but we played it old school and we just took it to the end and we didn't drag anybody along. Regardless of where the vote goes, it's a really difficult decision.
And Aziz, does loyalty mean anything? Or is it just all people out for themselves, getting to the end to fight it out?
I think that loyalty means everything, but we are in the end game and things do happen.
And are you thinking about the jury or what they're looking for in a winner?
Not really, to be honest. I haven't had much interaction with the green team. They kind of... Not that I want to remind you.
You're just laser focused on getting to the end.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, it is time to vote unless anyone has anything else that they would like to add. Kara's got something.
I love Julia.
Did you say you love me? Yeah. I love you. I love all of you. I'm gonna say it a lot later. And I love all of you back here. But all right, let's get to the vote. Jack, you are up first.
I'm fucking nervous.
Final vote.
Fucking nervous.
It has been like so mentally taxing. I gotta survive. This is not how I wanted to get into this part of the game though, to be honest. But
Okay, I will read the votes. First vote, Kara. Next vote, Aziz. One vote Aziz, one vote Kara. Next vote, Soul Food, Aziz, Kara. We have a tie vote at the final four. When we have a tie vote at the final four, we move into a fire-making challenge.
We're actually doing this?
It's the first person to build a fire and break through their rope will earn their spot into the final three in a crazy turn of events.
Yeah, really.
Okay, let me explain. If you see your pile here, these 5 little coil things there, those are fire starters. They essentially work as kindling. You light those on fire, you build your fire around that.
By the way, there's the green team, because these are literally your sticks. I was like, I know where there's a fire. No, it's fine.
Okay, guys, fire making contest. I'm not sure if either of these people know how to make fire. She's a camp counselor. Oh no, Aziz. 3, 2, 1, Survivor. Kara going for the little stuff first. No, you cannot just burn the string. We appreciate that, but no. Kara putting a lot of little sticks in and the fire starts. Aziz throwing his big log in and all of his bigger sticks in.
Come on, Kara, go!
We're hearing bitches love teepees. We're also hearing friction. Friction, friction. Aziz going to light his fire starter now. And it seems like that fire starter has lit. The fire starter is really doing a lot of work. Thank God this is not going to take forever. Aziz's fire. Kara really trying to create that foundation, but is that foundation even important? And Aziz blowing on the fire. Aziz blowing on it. He's lighting up another fire starter. And looking like it's a little even. She's fanning it with her hands right now. And Aziz had a start. He was in the lead, and now it looks like a little tie. Now we're getting the big pieces. Aziz's flame is coming up. He's breaking up some pieces. Fan and blow. Fan and blow. They're all telling a blow. Aziz adding more sticks to it. Kara keeping it small. He's running out of sticks soon. Adding more. Kara's fire is starting to build. Fan and blow. That's what everyone's saying is fan and blow. Oh my God, Aziz's fire is touching the rope and then it goes down. He starts blowing it and it goes up. Kara is looking over, she's a little frantic right now. Aziz putting constant oxygen on it. Kara, you need to start focusing, forget about Aziz. Blow on it, Aziz's fire is touching the rope. It's touching it, we're seeing sparks. We're seeing some sparks. Kara is still close. She's getting close to Aziz, it's going, he's burning it. He's burning. We're seeing the sparks. That's what you guys need, is oxygen right now. There it is! Aziz going to the final 3! Oh my God! Look at him! He hasn't eaten all day, folks. Kara, you did fantastic. You had power, you did great. Everybody give it up for Kara. 4th place in Survive Fern.
And we have officially our final 3. Jack, John, and Aziz. Let's hear it for the 3 finalists, everybody. How did you feel when that rope broke?
Oh, that was amazing. That was like the most fresh breath I've taken all day. Like the whole time I've been like, oh, like I lost this challenge. I just gotta hope that I skate by this time. And for the first time in the entire competition, I felt safe. That was a lot of weight off me at one time.
I'm very excited to be at the final 3. I'm torn and it's like it sucks a little bit, but I can't lie. It only sucks a little bit because it's awesome to be at the final 3.
How are you feeling going into this final tribal council?
I'm still feeling good. I have the final 3 that I wanted based on the last vote. I'm a lot more nervous than I was about a vote ago, but as long as I can correctly and distinctly separate myself from the others by telling everybody in the jury exactly what my plan was, how I executed it, and how I reached the results that I wanted, that they'll respect that, look past maybe any hard feelings that might be coming my way.
Are you worried that there will be hard feelings coming your way?
I'm very worried about that. I think Sandy has it out for me based on some reactions as she was leaving the tribal as she got voted out.
The next person voted out, Sandy. Well, congratulations to our final 7.
John.
If anything, John's got the worst odds because Sandy and Blaze seem to not like him very much.
Are you going to apologize for anything?
I apologize for nothing. I came here to win. I did the moves I had to do. I don't think I did anything that was really that egregiously rude or hurtful towards anyone. I'm not sure how Kara's going to feel. I think she understands the decision, but it doesn't mean that she has to accept and be happy about it.
The sweet part is I think I have Kara's vote. I just didn't want to turn on her, and then I'm not going to lie, I knew that if I didn't turn on her and she happened to lose the tiebreak, I was pretty sure I had that jury vote, so.
And how do you think the jury is going to react to you in the final tribal council?
Honestly, people love an underdog story.
I mean, that fire is probably the first thing that Aziz has done that he can claim as his own. Love you, Aziz. Don't really think you did anything else other than be John's right-hand man.
If I sell it as an underdog story, which at this point it kind of is an underdog story, whether I want it to be or not, we'll see where it goes. I really would love to win. I would love to see John win. John played his ass off this whole time. And then like the last few challenges, just coming through and tanking them like that, like just running through him like a boss. That was so cool to see. And I don't think from the beginning, like, many people looked at John and was just like, oh, he's gonna win it.
I mean, John's the threat. I don't know if me or John is gonna win.
Jack's a much more savvy Survivor fan. He knows what a normal jury wants to hear. I think he's gonna do a good job navigating the jury.
No, I don't know what the jury's looking for. Are they gonna be upset if I do this to them? Are they going to respect it as being good gameplay? You have to factor all that in, but at the same time, you gotta think, play a little bit with your heart, play a little bit with your head, and then try to balance that out. And I got as far as you can go. So, you know, mission accomplished, almost there.
So you think you've got jury to our final tribal council. Welcome final 3, Aziz, Jack, and John. You have gone farther than anyone in this game, and you have gone as far as you can go. And now the power shifts to them. The jury, 10 people that you have had a hand in voting out. They are going to ask you questions, and they are going to make the final decision of who wins Survive Fern. So we're going to start with opening statements. We'll get our questions from the jury. We will get closing statements, and we will vote. So if everybody's ready, Aziz, give us your opening statement.
People of the jury, 1,
I'm sorry for teasing you guys about being hungry. 2, Scotty's looking like, fuck you. 2, everybody likes an underdog story. I think that I would be the perfect underdog story. That last challenge shows that. Me struggling through not winning any challenges. That's really all I have to say. I don't want to get too heavy-winded on that, but everybody loves an underdog story, so.
And Jack, you are next.
So the principles of Survivor, and I would assume Survive Fern as well, outwit, outplay, outlast. I think when you look at what I did, I was able to do all 3. Outwit, I knew that I needed not only a core alliance, but I needed a sub-alliance within that alliance. It wasn't going to be enough to have 3. And I had Andrew and Kara from jump, but we needed more. We knew that there was no way that 3 people could run things on a 7-person tribe. It's not possible. I knew we needed more than just that. We pulled people in. When it comes to the outplay part,
we got to the merge with numbers and Outlast, and I had the sub alliance, and it would have been great if we were the final 3, but
Yeah, Jay!
I came here with a very specific plan that actually worked way better than I ever could have imagined that it would have. Step 1, I wanted to come in, form a strong alliance within the tribe that I was in. That happened pretty quickly with the 5 of us becoming pretty dominant from step 1. Step 2, I wanted to make some big moves once we got into the merge. I had pinpointed 2 specific threats that I had been wanting to get out. Number 1, Scott. Number 2, Sandy. Extra vote, Sandy, out. Idle. I kept myself in this game by using moves that I needed to use to stay alive. And then my main plan is I needed to go on a semi-immunity run towards the end, knowing that by putting myself in between 2 different alliances, playing those games, I was going to put a target on my back, make myself probably the biggest villain in the game. I won 2 of those final immunities that helped lock myself in, and I used that idol to get here. I came in with a plan, I executed it. Ask me your questions, and I'm happy to answer.
First of all, as just a little disclaimer, I would like to say it was really just so cool to meet all of you guys. I love spending the day with you. I am trying to get recast on season 2, so I'm just kidding, okay? I don't know if everybody knows, but when I got voted off, there was actually another player on our tribe who was like, I'm not feeling well. You guys can send me home. And going into tribal, that was the plan. So I just want to know how you found the hate in your heart to vote me anyway. Yes, I know that I looked bored and was ready to go home. And I was bored and ready to go home, but that doesn't mean vote for me.
All right, so like I just said, step 1 of my plan was build alliances, make them trust me. My plan there was I'm going to go with the flow, so that was just me building trust.
yeah, I mean, as soon as you said that you wanted to throw the next immunity challenge, I didn't know. We mostly just met each other, so we thought that Evan was going to try his hardest in all the challenges. We wanted to run the table, and we almost did. We only lost 1.
I also voted for trust, but after you said you wanted to throw the challenge, like you wanted to, we couldn't tell. We knew you for 5 hours.
Hey, how you guys doing? So do you also agree that the green team was sabotaged from the beginning?
Great question.
From my perspective, no.
I guess I'll just be 100% honest. I didn't know that was the storyline.
There were a lot of elements during the game where the green team given harder things that happened. Our little lizard thing was buried in a hole covered by leaves, and then with the puzzles, and then with the blow up.
So as far as the puzzle, if you want like a direct one-to-one comparison, first immunity challenge, you actually beasted that blowing up the beach ball. And me and Carol were way, way behind on the puzzle. We had exactly the same puzzle as you guys did, and I led the way, and we got the puzzle done before you guys did.
Yeah, I personally don't know. I'm sorry if that did happen to you. You were my favorite of the green team, so.
I tried really hard with you guys. I just want to know what your thought process was when you voted me off.
Team Ranrod for life.
You're more likable than pretty much anybody that was left in the game, and then you were winning challenges, and even if you weren't winning them, you were this close. I listened to everything you said because you were also playing the game harder than the vast majority of the players who were in here. I would not feel comfortable sitting up next to you, even though, like, yeah, I would love to hang out with you or whatever, but you were too good. That's the honest truth.
Scott, you were my ace in the hole this whole time. It was not an accident that it ended up me with the other members of the original Green Tribe alone this morning, away from my tribe, trying to put myself in a position where I could be in the middle. I made sure that I was the first one to get to you. You guys approached me, and it worked perfectly. From that point on, I was looking at it from a viewer's perspective. You were the likable underdog that everybody was rooting for. And being able to vote you out was awesome. I'm sorry. You were a great player. You were an awesome competitor. And if you were here, I think you'd probably win.
All right, Doyle.
Why should you get my vote? Why I think you should vote for me? Our overall games as a whole should be judged here. And I do think that I played the best game out of the three of us sitting here.
I do think that John and Aziz played great games, like in their own way. I think we all did things a little bit differently. I will admit that I was okay with John doing some of the dirty work and getting in there and doing the double crossing and all that stuff. But honestly, it was part of the plan. That's why.
We didn't actually get to talk much. I almost got voted off at the end in a similar fashion. We do share that, and that would be why, honestly.
All right, Kristen.
What jury member deserves your spot?
Scott, honestly. I had a conversation maybe a half hour ago that I think if the tribes were exactly the same, me and Scott switched where we sit. I would be sitting right there, and he would be sitting right here. And I don't know if I'm definitely going to win. I think he definitely would win.
All right, so I think there were two bridges that I knew I needed to cross at some point in this tribal. Let's cross the first one. Kara, you were one puzzle piece in that final immunity challenge away from tying me, two away from beating me. I'm pretty confident I would have been voted out if you had won. There's no way to ever truly know, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You should be in this spot.
Kara played a much better game than I did. Like, if we're being honest, just all the way to the end, played a much better game. The fire making challenge, I'm not one to throw a challenge ever. Yeah, and I know that you probably would not have enjoyed winning that way. I gave you all I could at the end, and I definitely believe that you deserve to be sitting here.
All right, does Sophia have her question?
Sophia, so what is your biggest regret during the game?
Honestly, I think voting for Kara might have been my biggest regret. I had no choice, honestly. It was kind of me or you, and it was just like, game is game, you know? Got to do what I got to do. So definitely that.
At the final tribal council, I said I'm here to win. I was here to win the whole time. I have no regrets. I don't think I did anything really that egregious, within the confines of the game to hurt anybody. I came here to play. I played the way that I needed to get here and hopefully to earn your votes. I hope you agree.
Probably believing at face value that the idol could only be played at the sixth person, and I should have just went with my gut that said it's actually probably 5, because I think that was a move that would have entirely changed the game. And fair play to John, it was a great play to play as idol. But also, John said he had no idea he was getting voted out. He just played it because he had it.
Can I rebut to that?
I was 50% sure I was getting voted out. I made sure immediately after the challenge, when I knew that I was vulnerable, I made a lie to get away for about 15 minutes. I was really hoping you guys were going to blindside me. I was hoping to give you time to talk while I was away and make that happen.
Okay, on to Sandy.
This is mainly for Aziz and John only. I know it was you and 2 of your votes that voted me out. I just want to know why.
Easiest answer is trust. Me and John wanted to make sure that we trusted each other to keep just our alliance strong. We definitely saw you as a threat, like a major threat. You're too smart for our good. Our alliance was just what it was, and we had a nice tight alliance. I would never want to have messed that up.
So I said earlier, I pegged you as a threat from day one. If you had been on my tribe in place of anybody, you were someone that I wanted to work with. I genuinely think you have the total package in terms of you're good in challenges, you're intelligent, and I was 99% sure there was a chess challenge coming. You were going to kick our ass. So it was threat management.
All right. Ramrod. What did you do to keep me out of the top 3?
This idol right here.
Didn't do anything. I wanted you here. You know that.
Me and John's alliance cannot be broken. You had to go, buddy. Sorry.
Got lots to say, but I'll keep it short. Jury, love you. Final 3, love you too. Disappointed, to say the least. But there's a lot to be said about a team player versus an abrasive player. I want to say something about Jack. He's been a day one homie, and he probably didn't lie to many people. Aziz, I love you so much. You're the man. I have a lot in common with you, but you ain't been playing the game since the get. John, definitely playing the game. Could be a threat. I respect it, but I hate it because I'm not there. So, I have one question only, and it is for John. Why can you rationalize with this jury that you chose a weak player? No, you're not weak. You could have won all the challenges.
Weak player is not calling me weak.
A challenger who hasn't played the game since the get, and you know that, we both know that, versus a player who was in the game from the beginning. Why do you feel comfortable winning against somebody who you know was not playing as hard as I was?
2 reasons, and something that nobody else in our Alliance of 5 knew. Aziz was my number 1 from day 1. Before we even started, I had my eye on Aziz. We voted together on every single vote the entire game. We were in lockstep. That's number 1. Step 2, in this game you stay fluid. If things change, you change with them, or else you're gonna break. I think you could have beaten me. No offense, Aziz. I think that I can beat you. That's why I made that decision. I'm concerned about Jack. Jack played a really, really great game from day 1. And although Aziz and I made a few moves without him, he was pretty much in lockstep with us too. We played a very similar game. I give him nothing but props. He would be an extremely worthy winner if that's the way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. I do think that I made the moves that I wanted to make. Even the almost John blindside, we changed it so quick and late. Technically, I never actually really lied to you because we didn't talk after that. I did make it a point to play a little bit more old school, try not to lie quite as much. I wanted to do everything that I wanted to do as far as playing the game hard, which I think I did, but I did it in just about the most honorable or ethical way you can with like a little bit of integrity. That's what I tried to do. I think I did it.
You are 100% correct. I've watched 1 episode. I watched 1 season finale. I didn't even finish it. So I have been learning the game while playing it and still top 3. I think that's a little respectable, low key.
All right, and now we will move into closing statements.
I just want to say thank you for making the past 30. Well, how many hours are we at?
We're at like 38 right now.
Oh my. Damn near 40 hours. Like such a great experience. This has been so dope.
If they told me to start this over tomorrow, like, yo, no doubt in my heart, I would do it all over again. And like with the same people, like this shit was amazing. So thank you all for making this so fun. See you guys next year, hopefully. All right?
I think I played the game the way I wanted to, and it worked. I didn't constantly lie and flip-flop back and forth. I was playing from the get-go. I helped to win a lot of the challenges. I finished the puzzle in the first immunity. In the first reward, I got, I think, 2 questions right. You got 2 questions right, I think, as well. I think John played a great game. I think Aziz made a good fire. And I think Aziz picked a good ally. That's basically what it comes down to. And then I had the right alliance. I stuck with it, and I made it to the end.
Just a few things I want to touch on. I want to make it clear, I did stick with my alliance. Until we made the Final 5, we were together. I may have been playing both sides, but I stayed true to the votes that I said that I was going to do. Also, I want to touch on the fact that I don't think it was a coincidence that Scott was pulling me to the side, picking me for the challenge reward to go with them, rather than Aziz as far as a strategic standpoint. You guys were the ones pulling me in, even though you knew that Aziz and I were working together and that we were in the middle of that group. I came here to play. I played really hard. I'm proud of the game that I played, and I wasn't afraid to make big moves.
Thank you, jury. Thank you, Final 3. And with that, we will get to our final vote. Now, keep in mind, this vote works different than the other votes that you have done. This time, you are casting a vote for a winner. So the name that you put down is the name of the person that you want to win the game of Survivor.
If we can get the music, I would appreciate it. Everyone, can we give a huge round of applause to our sound guy? Fred, I think I told you we'd be done by 6. That was a lie. I'm so sorry. Guys, we're voting a winner for Survivor, and I would like to apologize to my parents' neighbors. If you can hear this, you should have came over. If anybody would like to come back tomorrow and help me clean up, you're all more than welcome to. Sit in the pool, but mainly carry trash.
Quote unquote, if I do vote for you, you don't have to vote for me as a winner. So I'm not.
Only because my allegiance is per se with the family I know outside of.
Thank you.
Godspeed, kiddo.
Well, from the get-go, Jack had my heart.
People kept asking me who I thought was getting voted out next, and I said Aziz, and he never did. People asked me who was going to win the fire. I said Cara, and no, he persisted. He survived. And Jack said my name when it was not necessary. And also, Aziz is the silliest goose in the all, and that's really how I'm voting.
Thank you.
All right, and remember, these votes are for a winner you want to see your name. First vote, Jack. Second vote, John. That's 1 vote Jack, 1 vote John. Third vote, Aziz. 1 vote Jack, 1 vote John, 1 vote Aziz. Next vote, Jack. Jack. That's 3 votes Jack. Jack. That is 4 votes Jack. It takes 5 to win. The winner of Survivor.
Oh my God! Jack Linden! You aren't buying anything that I'm selling. Come on. Come on.
And all the rest were for Jack.
What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Tell me, Amy, how do I get through? I'm just a primetime baby in a cable knit sweater, and I'm writing love letters to you. Talk about the day that we're gonna get married, the design on the ring and the way I'll carry you across the threshold with flowers in your hair. Moving in, so I put my stuff in storage. Then you say you're not sure if we're ready for it. I stutter and I stammer as I say this isn't fair to me. All my friends tell me that you're bad news bears, but I'm dumber than an avalanche of rocks, and I care too much. Too much. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Tell me, Amy, how do I get through? I'm just a primetime baby in a cable knit sweater, and I'm writing love letters to you. Maybe in another life you'd be good for me. Maybe this isn't the end of our story. Oh no. Oh no.
The future version of ourselves watching this and laughing their asses off. Fuck yeah, we did it.
What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Tell me, Amy, how do I get through? I'm just a primetime baby in a cable knit sweater, and I'm writing love letters to you. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Tell me, Amy, how do I get through? I'm just a primetime baby in a cable knit sweater, and I'm writing love letters to you. I'm writing love letters to you. I'm writing love letters to you. I'm writing love letters to you.
What do you got to say?
This was so incredible. Please, can we actually have like a round of applause individually first for like the production team for absolutely killing it. And I feel like people are gonna overlook that, and they shouldn't, because this was so cool. And like, that's like what tied the whole thing together. Leah as the Jeff Probst was awesome. Fern, I told you before, you outdid yourself. This is unbelievable. Like, you do FernFest, which is already unbelievable, and Wowie, and then you just do this also. Like, that's incredible. Like, please, like a round of applause for Fern. Thank you. Like, this was so much fun.
A statement from you.
Oh my God.
You get some
Jack
light on you.
Linden and I started talking because of Survivor like 6 months ago, and he told me I'm in this to win it. He studied every freaking season before this, and he came out on top. He had the strongest alliance. Both of his alliance members were out before the final. Kara and Andrew got out, and that gave him every vote. From all of us who survived, Fern, from Warren, chilling in Bradley Beach, running the stream. Thank you for checking out the first season. Hopefully one day we will edit this.
I wanna fly away so they don't know where I'm going. They wanna make the waves, but I wanna be the ocean. They say it's alright, no it ain't okay. They wanna break the rules and make me stay. No, I don't wanna be the waves, I wanna be the ocean. I wanna be the ocean.